Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Thanks for coming, Nicole. My name is Katie, and I just want to go over a few things before we start. First, let me explain that I am a student, so that means that I'm still in training, so I have a supervisor that looks over and that I meet with to discuss meetings with people that come in. And this just is good because it allows me to provide better services for people that come in. And the second thing I want to explain is confidentiality. I don't know how much you know about that, but basically what it means is that everything we talk about in here is between you and I. And except just a few things. If you, report that you feel like you want to harm yourself or somebody else, or if you know of any child or elder abuse, I will have to, talk with somebody else and report that to the proper people. But besides that, everything else is between us, so I want you to make sure you know that.
Okay.
And my number one priority is to keep you and others safe, so that's kind of what I just want to put that. But I'm glad you're here, and I just want to know what's going on, what brought you in here today.
Well, I've just been feeling really overwhelmed. I feel like there's just too much going on in my life. I'm in grad school right now, and it's getting towards the end, but I just have a lot of papers due and all these projects, and I just have no motivation to do them. And things with my husband are just really crazy. His schedule's really busy. He's never home. So I'm kind of expected to do all the dishes and all the laundry, and I don't even have time to do my schoolwork. So I just too much is going on, and it's just making me really tired. So I just kind of stay in bed. So it's even adds more things that I need to do because I haven't done anything.
Sounds like you got a lot on your plate. So I'm glad you came in to come and talk about it. So, you have been feeling tired. Is there any other feelings that have been going along with all the stuff you're going on?
Yeah, I just get really a sick feeling in my stomach. I'll just feel really, really sick, like I'm gonna throw up or something. Especially I get really nervous when I have a paper due. And I get especially nervous when I get the paper back. I just feel really sick. I knew I failed. It's just horrible. But I get this feeling other times too. If I say something wrong to my husband or to one of my friends, I just get really a sick feeling.
And is that a new feeling for you, or have you always kind of experienced that?
I've experienced in the past, sometimes in undergrad, if I felt like I was letting someone down, or I'd always get this kind of nerves around schoolwork and grades, but not this much before. And before I would always get my work done, it never limited me. I'd have the feeling, but now I just can't do anything. Sometimes I can't even really get out of bed. On the weekends, I don't do any schoolwork or anything.
So it sounds like there's a lot going on. You have this kind of sick feeling that you've been dealing with, and it's kind of stopping you from getting your work done and there's other things that are going on at home. So when did this both of those feelings begin?
It started right around Valentine's Day. It's just a couple months, 2 months, I guess. Sure. So right around then, I don't know what it was. I just was kind of overwhelmed. I think that's when school started to get a little bit busier. And it's also when my husband started, he's in med school, and he started his surgery rotation. So he also started getting really busier. And the winter doesn't help. So I usually like to run and like the sun and the beach. And so it's just too much in.
You mentioned that you aren't, sometimes you feel like you're not able to get out of bed. How many times
Thursdays off of school. So most days Thursday I lay in bed and watch every single TV show I can find on the computer. There's so much time. And a lot of times it would happen on the weekends, but my husband usually makes me get up and gets really angry at me. Just like always complains I just lay around and that I have a whole day off of school week and I don't do anything.
So when he's doing that, how does that feel for you? When he's kind of angry with you?
Well, he's right. Like, I do have a whole day off a week. My schedule's not as hard as his schedule.
Sure.
And I don't do anything on those days. So I mean, he's right, but it does make me feel really upset, and it doesn't motivate me to do stuff.
Besides your husband, has anyone else kind of noticed this going on? Have you been talking to anyone else about it? About how you've been feeling?
No, I haven't really told anyone, like of my friends at school. And my one best friend, she's really busy with her job.
Sure.
And so I think she gets a little frustrated with me just because she's like constantly go, go, go. And I'm just really tired and don't really want to do stuff. And I don't think she understands like why. I think she gets frustrated if I don't just do it.
Sure. Probably seems from the outside it's the easy thing to do, but when you're kind of feeling like that, it's a lot harder.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you feel like is it affecting you getting your schoolwork done, or relationships besides with your husband? I know you talked a little bit about that, but with anybody else?
Yeah, well, I mean, I always get everything done. I don't know how, but it always gets done. But it feels like it just keeps getting worse and worse. And I'm really worried because I have a lot of finals coming up and just been procrastinating on them and just avoiding them. So I'm worried about that. I kind of play in my head, like, oh, it always gets done, but I'm really worried that this time it might not.
Sure. Well, I'm starting to have an understanding of kind of what's going on for you right now, but I just want to go and ask you a few more questions about kind of how your health has been. Have you had a good, anything major happen health-wise with you? Have you had a physical lately? Anything like that?
Well, I don't have health insurance.
Okay.
So the last time I saw a doctor, I did have health insurance up until January. So I saw a doctor like last December-ish. So not too long ago. But I wasn't really feeling this way. I was actually feeling really good about school and about life. Just everything, but my checkup then was fine.
Good. Have you had anything in the past that's been an issue for you health-wise?
No, I've always been pretty healthy.
Good. Has there ever been where you've been hospitalized for anything?
No.
And along those lines, have you ever taken any medication or been prescribed for anything?
No.
So, how is there anything lately that's been helping you kind of deal with all this going on? Do you have any activities that you actually enjoy doing? That I know you mentioned watching TV, and sometimes that can be a stress reliever, but for you it sounds like it's taking up time. But is there anything else that might be helping you that you find enjoyable?
Well, we have a puppy.
Okay.
And we just got him a couple weeks ago, and he's really fun. And I think it was more fun the first week, and now he's starting to be really tired.
Yeah.
He just demands a lot.
Sure.
So sometimes he's really fun, but other times
Too much.
And I always end up having to take more at the end of the work. But so that's fun. I also I enjoy reading and journaling, but with school and I haven't had any time for that. And
To work those in.
yeah, I enjoy working out and running.